And we are live, guys. Welcome to yet another fantastic day on Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling and we are live straight out of Oslo, Norway. And what are we going to talk about today? I want to talk about consistency. Consistency. How few people are consistent. Very few. So, throughout this whole first 17 days, now we've gone 17 days straight. That is what I call consistent. At least the beginning of consistency. It has been said that in order to change a habit, you need to do the thing at least 3 weeks in a row for it to become a habit, so that your brain can adapt to the action that you're doing, so that it remembers and reminds itself that this action needs to get done. So 3 weeks. I say 4 weeks. So you need to do something for 28 days or 30 days for it to become a habit. Why is this critical? It's because it is the habits that will make you successful, not the actions themselves. So, for example, if I want to wake up at 5:30 or 5 o'clock, then I must get into a routine of doing it so that I get flow. We've spoken about this before, that you want to create flow so that things happen automatically by themselves, so that you can make less decisions, not more decisions. In this case, less is more, as it very often is. So, if you want to, we want to get to day 365 and we've made you into a hero, then let's look at how consistent you are. Because right now we've gone through those first 17 days, and the question is, what have you become consistent at thus far? Are you waking up at the same time every single day? Are you planning your days? Are you what else have we asked you to do? Have you started writing down what you want, your goals and desires? Are you consistent at watching this channel every single day, for example? I recommend that you do. Let's say, for example, someone comes into the program at day 40, day 60, or day 17. What do I recommend? I recommend that they go back to day number 1 and start the whole program. And if there's something that you're not strong at, or something that you want to become better at, that you learn as you go throughout the program, then repeat that video until you learn it. Now that could be, let's say you watch something for five times in one day, because that is your weakness. That's what I would do. I would say that this is the channel that you need in order to get to your next level. You don't necessarily need all the other things that are out there. I notice so many unsuccessful people who are on YouTube for days, or let's say for hours and hours in a single day. You won't achieve anything on YouTube. You are basically watching other people being successful, and suddenly you're making YouTube into TV. TV was the hugest thing that was a distraction for people in the past. People spent countless of hours in front of the TV because it was a new thing. It was amazing. It had colors, and it was talking to you, and it was entertaining. Well, now it's gone from TV that almost no one watches anymore to YouTube. Now you've brought the TV to your palm of your hand so that you can watch TV all day. That's a problem. You need to limit how much you're on social media, how much you're on YouTube, how much you're on all those things. And that is part of your to-do list, but it's called your not to-do list. You have to get rid of what you don't want in order to get what you do want. So am I saying don't watch YouTube at all? No, because then you won't be watching me. What I'm saying is that you should just focus. Take away the diversification of too much information. I've told you to quit going to college, alright? Take that time and put it into learning from this channel. Learn the things that will actually make you happy and make you successful over the long run. But Joseph, how can you make me successful? You haven't spoken about money. You haven't spoken about how to actually like the how-tos of becoming successful. You haven't spoken about which projects I should pick. You gotta understand that those are things that will happen quickly and automatically once you get into the habit of the other things. Once you start getting an understanding of people, once you get to start understanding yourself, once you start setting goals and achieving them, once you start waking up earlier in the morning and getting habits in place, that's when life becomes easy for you. You just start doing and becoming. And eventually, down the road, you'll have the exponential growth. Let's get back to the topic at hand, which was consistency. It's consistency that is the thing that will get you into a focused mindset, that will get you into an exponential growth. And that is what is going to make you successful. Or what other people say, they'll look at you and say, whoa, you became, like, this is amazing what you have now at the 365 mark. But they don't know what's going on right now. That's why it's going to be a quantum leap of success eventually, because people are like, what have you been doing? Like, how did you manage to do this? It's because you were consistent in the beginning and you were doing boring things, mundane things that made you into that exponential growth success. Does that make sense? So the topic of consistency I learned straight out from The Slight Edge. Jeff Olson. Again, another book that's fantastic that I've read 12 times or more. That book is about consistency and doing just a little bit more than what everyone else is doing. Not a lot more. Not being, understanding that extraordinary is just being a little bit more extra than ordinary. That's all it takes, really. As long as you're consistent with it. Okay, so how do you become consistent? Well, it's basically by not setting too high goals in the short term. All right, you want massive goals. Massive in the long term. Pretty big one in medium term. Okay, massive that you don't believe that you can achieve in the long term. What is the long term? 5 years, 10 years, 50 years. Do you have 100 years goal? Get one. They're amazing. Okay, so, and take it down to what you're going to achieve in 2 years. That's a medium-term goal. Or 6 months. That's a medium-term goal. But this month, I would focus on the smallest habit of them all. If you can manage to just get the early bird done, getting up early, most of your success will take care of itself down the road. So I'll just share again Ulla Haugland comment on the video Waking Up Early that we had some time back. Let's see, which video was it? I just want to, so that you know. Day 5. Day 5. I am so grateful to him for actually giving us that amazing comment. at the video, at the bottom. There's a link. I want you to read it. Go back and read it. It's revolutionized the way I wake up in the morning. Okay, and I haven't even done what it says in the article, but it just blew my mind so much that I now have the habit of waking up early in the morning. And I decide, basically, I put on the alarm clock and I decide at what time I wake up. As an entrepreneur who doesn't have a full-time job, this is a huge thing of managing to wake up early in the morning. If you have a job or if you have a flight to catch, you're not that amazing for waking up early in the morning because you have to, or else you get fired, or else you won't catch the plane. But once you're an entrepreneur, you don't have anything to do, right? Like, then you need to start making yourself busy, okay? But one thing that will help you get into that habit of massive action is waking up early in the morning and getting yourself straight and ready, okay? We just want consistency. It doesn't matter if it's 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 5:30 or 5 o'clock. We just want something that you can and will do every single day over a long period of time. Every single day. We're talking weekends. We're talking Monday to Sunday. We're talking every single day. Every single day. A small penny. Doing a little bit more than what you normally would do. And now we're starting with getting up early in the morning. That article, Steve Pavlinka, amazing. The link is on day 5, waking up early, at the bottom in the comments. And it says what you should do in order to wake up early. I almost don't want to give you a tidbit because then it'll ruin everything. No, I want you to go to that article. Go to that article right now. I'm going to close the video. Go back to day 5. Go. You don't have to watch my whole video. That's the longest video I have. But I would say go directly to the comments. Look at that link. Read it. Read the article. It's absolutely amazing, and it blew my mind about getting up early in the morning. You're going to love it too. This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling, and I'll see you again tomorrow.